I don't know about you, but it sounded like he's been up here before. Great job, Mark. Thank you. And I have a theory on the trail down there where Meditation Chapel got buried. 100 years from now, archaeologists will start to excavate, and anyway. We're going to talk a little bit about some of our multiple sites at Mount Hermon, and I have the deep privilege of really probably stepping in where Roger Williams himself would prefer to share this information with you. Roger has a deep passion for every ministry arena Mount Hermon has, and had no less of a passion for our facility, off-site location, Whisper Canyon. And I wanted to be very articulate in what I shared, so I've written this out, and I want to make sure we cover the bases appropriately. Whisper Canyon, if you don't know, is located about 30 to 40 minutes from Lake San Antonio in Central California. Think of the Paso Robles area, and you're kind of in the zone. And we're at work there almost exclusively through the efforts of an amazing volunteer team, creating a property that is targeted to help us better minister and partner with many of the small local church bodies. It's very intentional. I was down there a few weeks ago, and I shot some raw video, which I think you're going to get a chance to see here. And actually, what was going on here, this is very primitive type stuff, the video. But on site was a team of volunteers that are from PBC Cupertino's high school group. And they were there over their spring break ministering to kids in the King City area via Vacation Bible School. Ryan Hinn is the high school pastor at PBC Cupertino. He's been using our Whisper Canyon camp over the last few years while building this program's outreach. This year, they reached over 400 kids in that week that they were there. And it also included some adults. There were 3 local churches primarily involved. They included King City Bible Church, St. John's Catholic Church, and Iglesias Church. Now, I want you to think of Whisper Canyon kind of like a KOA for small churches in the surrounding area that we seek to partner with. It's quite different than here, obviously. And many of these churches minister primarily to the Hispanic community. And that's a demographic that, as you know, we have very much been working to get more and more connection and ministry influence and opportunity with. By design, there are no Mount Hermon programs at Whisper Canyon. It is a rental facility. Now, Whisper Canyon is blessed with an amazing group of volunteers whose hearts have been touched and pulled to this special ministry site with a very specific and intentional mission. The property improvements they are doing are mind-boggling. I think a couple of them are here today. I'm going to ask them just to stand up. John Singley is an amazing volunteer at Whisper Canyon. Hank Lopez. And I want to especially, I know Larry and Jennifer Lewis are here. Larry and Jennifer are a dynamo team. They are always together. Yeah. And they actually spend a good part of their time actually living down at Whisper Canyon. Now, here's what I want you to know. You saw these folks stand up. If you have questions about Whisper Canyon, I'd like to point you in their direction. But I also want to acknowledge Sean McFeely, who you saw a picture of just a moment ago, and Don Brosemley, who I know to this group I don't need to introduce. But Sean and Don, both of these men have invested significant time and energy helping Whisper Canyon move forward. Now, we are going to share a short video of Kidder Creek. But before we do, I want to introduce Pete Morrill. And this is a little unusual. We haven't been doing a lot of introductions. But I want to be very, again, intentional with this. Tell you a little bit about Kidder Creek. Kidder Creek is another one of our multi-sites. It's definitely one of the most unique Christian camps in the entire state of California and maybe the world. Unlike Whisper Canyon, Kidder Creek is a fully programmed Mount Hermon camp with a master plan that enhances its specialized programs and its unique location. Kidder offers a top-notch horse program along with wilderness adventures such as whitewater rafting, just for starters. When you think of Kidder Creek, think of Ponderosa Lodge or Redwood Camp in terms of a fully built-out facility with its own staff and years of Mount Hermon program experience. enjoy this video, and right after it's over, give a warm welcome to Pete Morrill, who is the director of Kidder Creek.